Hello everyone, I welcome you all in my industrial chemistry class. From last 3-4 lectures we are discussing modern approaches to chemical industry. In that we have discussed how the typical chemical process takes place for the manufacture of the desired product. In that we have discussed the process starts from the raw material, then unit operation, raw material, unit operation, unit process. You always keep this thing in mind that this process is very important to understand this whole chapter and to understand the chemical process too. Again, unit operation and desired product. What we have discussed is that we have discussed the meaning of each term from this process. Raw material is any chemical substance or substance which is used to manufacture the product, manufacture the desired product through physical and chemical change. Physical change, unit operation is nothing but it is a specially designed equipment used for the process or for the application, that is called as unit operation, and unit process is nothing but it deals with basically chemical reactions that we have discussed. It is a physical operation, it is a chemical operation, means basically chemical reactions takes place. Again unit operation, after reaction again this mass or this reaction goes through the unit operation, again the physical operation, and as I said that it is a physical operations which takes place basically crystallization or all the purification technique, distillation, heating transfer, drying, grinding. So, all these process is basically nothing but unit operation, and then we get the desired product. This is what general or typical chemical process we have discussed in our last lecture. Apart from this, we have seen in detail that while taking this chemical process, some departments gets involved in this process to get this product smoothly or with a desired or with a standard specification. So, in that context we have discussed what is a quality control, we have discussed what is the quality assurance. Quality control is nothing but it is a routine technical activities which involves the testing of raw materials, intermediates and the finished products called as quality control. Got the point? It is the routine technical activities which test the quality of raw materials, intermediates and finished products, that is a final product. Quality assurance is nothing but it controls the review measures by the personnels with the standard operating procedures, and it closely work along with the quality control that we have discussed. Again we have discussed research and development. Research and development is nothing but it is a creative work undertaken in a systematic way in order to get or in order to increase the stock of knowledge, to develop the process, new application or new technology. So, I hope you got all these points which we have discussed in our last lecture. Further, while working in chemical industry, next departments comes into the picture that we are going to discuss today, that is a pollution control. See, from last 2-3 lectures we are discussing that how chemical industry works and what are the departments, how the reaction takes place. We will discuss pollution control. Pollution is a, when we talk about the chemical industry, pollution is a serious problem in pollution is a serious problem of chemical industry, and it affects the environment lot. In our country, there is no adequate measure or awareness compared to developed country to control the protection of environment. Still, our country has made 2 laws to control, to prevent the pollution from the chemical industry, and that laws is 2 laws has made mainly. One is a water pollution law, and second is the air pollution law. As I said, there is no adequate measures or awareness in our country to control or to prevent the disposal of these pollutants in an environment. So, basically these laws has been made for the proper disposal of solid pollutant or liquid pollutant. In case of water pollutant, this law has been made to ensure the proper disposal of solid effluents by chemical industries. This law is made to ensure the proper disposal of solid effluent by chemical industry, and the air pollution law have been made to maintain the purity of air. Understood? Pollution control basically works or made 2 laws, water pollution law and air pollution law. Water pollution law is to control or to ensure the proper disposal of solid effluents by chemical industry, and air pollution law is to maintain the purity of air, because in both the pollution, chemical industry releases hazardous pollutant in the environment. Okay, so like in air pollution, pharmaceutical industries, chemical industries, paper industries, petroleum refineries releases hazardous gases like carbon monoxide, carbon dioxide, sulfur dioxide, etc., even nitric oxide too. So, this may cause serious problem to the environment. Okay. Again, To control this pollutant, there are two processes are there. One is a dry process, to control the pollutants. Mainly two processes are there. One is a dry process and second is a wet process. See, the word have reflects some meaning. Once pollutant is released by chemical industry, there are two processes by which chemical industry control these pollutants. Dry process, basically it works with the settling chambers, or it is used settling chambers, and also it is used electrostatic precipitation technique. And in wet process it use the means by which water spray or sprinkle, it sprinkles the, basically it sprinkles the water on the pollutant, and this water get absorbed by this pollutant and it gets settled down. In a similar way, in dry process also this pollutant gets settles or get settled in the chamber and get rid out from the process, or we can control, or industry controls the release of this pollutant. Got the point? Two laws has been made: water pollution law, air pollution law. Water pollution law take cares or ensures the proper disposal of solid effluents by chemical industry, and air pollution works to maintain the purity of the air. Many industries releases solid as well as air pollutant in the environment. So, air pollutant like gases like carbon monoxide, CO2 and SO2 gas evolve in the environment, and further it may cause the acid rain and other acids form in the environment and may cause the serious problem to the environment. And to control even after releasing this pollutant, industry may control by two ways. One is a dry process, another is a wet process. In dry process, pollutant settles or settling in chambers, and other technique it is used, electrostatic precipitation technique is used to settle the pollutants. And in wet process, water spray gets used to on the pollutant, and it absorbs, that pollutant get absorbs the water and it may settle or it gets settled in the chamber. This technique is used by the chemical industry. Another important department is there, that is a human resource. See, as a chemistry students, I feel unlike your conventional chemistry, organic chemistry and inorganic chemistry, one must know or one should know how the process takes place and how industry is working closely, or industry is working on a commercial scale, and what care and what parameters they take into the consideration for the manufacturing process. Human resource. We heard about these terms many times around us. Human resource. Human resource is nothing but what? Human resource is nothing but it's about the management of workforce. Human resource is nothing but it manages the manages the, as I said, workforce of an organization. In another way, basically, it's like an administrative part of chemical industry. It manages the workforce of an organization or personals which works in chemical industry. Basically, MBA people works with this department. Got that? You got the point? You keep in your mind in a very simple way. It manages the workforce of an organization. So, as we have discussed earlier, how the quality control works, how the quality assurance works, how the research and development works, how the pollution control works in chemical industry. Unlike all these department, human resource also have a very play a very important role in chemical industry. As I said, it manages the workforce of an organization. Then obvious question comes in mind, what could be the function of this, what could be the function of HR department? Like a HR department means human resource department. So, what is the functions of HR? Functions of HR, it is also called HR, it is also HR play a very important role. It develops the organization or company strategies, policies, systems, that how that industry should work in a balanced way. Understand? It sets the strategies, policies and system. It sets the strategies, policies and system in any organization, because administration is integral part of any organization. Either you take a chemical industry, either you take any organization, and what it does, it sets the strategies, policies and systems. So, to understand in detail, we need to understand how these strategies and policies and systems set by this department. So, the functions of HR, first is a recruitment and selection. There are 5 to 6 points are there in functions of HR. The first is recruitment and selection. Second is organization. Design and development. Organization, design and development. Third one is business transformation and change in management. Business transformation and change in management. Performance, conduct and behavior management. Performance, conduct and behavior management. Fifth, industrial and employee relation. Industry and employee relation. Employee relations. Sixth is training and development. Training and development. These are the 6 functions of HR in which HR is work. First is recruitment and selection. Though different departments works in chemical industry, as we have discussed 3-4, quality control, quality assurance, research and development, pollution department, pollution control. HR plays very important role in each department. How it plays? In recruitment and selection. While recruiting any employee, basically HR people observe whether this candidate could be good asset to our industry or not. You understand my point? When any candidate is appearing for interview, HR people simultaneously observing about the candidate, they observe each aspect of the candidate. They observe knowledge, they observe attitude of the candidate, they observe behavior. Means apart from the knowledge, HR people observe what are the qualities are in the candidate which could be a good asset or which could be a good asset to the industry for the growth of industry. So that is important part. This HR people observe in any interview candidate. Apart from this, once the recruitment has done, selection and other documental process, this HR people completing the other documental process. So not only recruitment, after recruitment, selection also taken care by this HR. Organization design and development. Organization design and development means what? How the policies or how the structure should be there in any in chemical industry, that part also take by this HR. Means organization design and development means how should be the organogram of that chemical industry should be there to functioning the smoothly, efficiently and economically. So after regular interval, this HR people thinks on the organization design and development also. It will be too complicated and will be too deep if I will talk in detail about the each point, but keep in mind in a very short way, in a very simple way, the functions of each point. Organization and development, after regular interval, it may HR may take the may do the changes in organization for the smooth functioning. Second, business transformation and change in management. Business transformation, see, as I said in my earlier lecture, the purpose of any industry as I said, any industry is to deliver the product in a cost effective manner, means cost effective and quality product. That is the motto of every industry. So, business transformation. So, after regular interval, this HR people reviews the business, and while reviewing, it may change the management also. It may change some policies in their business strategies. Performance, conduct and behavior management. It is also very important factor. As I said, it will take too much time if I will discuss in detail, but keep in mind very simple way. Performance, conduct and behavior management means every industry have, you take a chemical industry, you take any industry, as I said, every industry have their own code of conduct and they have their own rules and conduct while working in industry. So that means to maintain to maintain the quality cultural work, good cultural work, this part is very important. So, unnecessarily other thing will not happen, or to control other thing, this part is also very important, and HR people works very closely or observing the performance, conduct and behavior of employees. Next, industry and employee relations. You keep in mind, as I said while discussing at the outset of this topic only, employee, at this point, employee or personal is the good asset of any organization or any industry. So, while working, there must be developed some industry and employee relations. It is not like that once we have selected or once the employee has selected, it will just work for their salary or will do their job, just their job. It's they maintain some mutual or harmonious relations, so that employee will also have some bonding with the industry. At the same time, industry will also have some bonding and harmonious relations with the employee, so that employee will work very efficiently and passionately for the growth of industry as well as the growth of his personal career. So, industry, HR people not only works about this point, it works very closely industry, it maintains the industry and employee relations. For this purpose, they conduct, automatically next point comes, they conduct training and development. It is not like the case in industry that you come every day, work and you leave the office or you leave the industry. So, after regular interval, industry arranges or conducts some training and development. It could be, training could be about to maintain the industry and employee relations. It is about to conduct the performance, conduct and behavior management. It could be the training about the safety measures to take care while working in chemical industry. I hope you got the 2 points which we have discussed in our today's lecture. One is the pollution control and human resource. Thank you. Thank you very much. We will discuss the remaining part in our next lecture.